Hi there, how you doing today? I'm reading the book 12 Rules for Life, and I thought to share the first, my review of the first chapter or my gleanings from the first chapter. Uh, it's quite interesting because Jordan Peterson the writer Jordan Peterson is a really good writer, and he kind of brought some clinical psychology into the book, which is quite interesting. Talked about how our neurons nervous system is responsible for how we interact with our environment and with other people, and how it's important to keep our neurons and the neural system regulated from time to time. That regulation in a way is to ensure that we are not subconsciously put in a difficult place, in a subpar place mentally, and I'll explain what that means. So you talked about how a lobster likes to dominate its territory, but how lobsters are able to discern, they're able to know when to fight another lobster or when not to. And if a lobster goes against all indications, um and fights a stronger lobster and gets to lose, that can lead to his death. In fact, that can also lead to a rebuild of his brain, such that his brain makes him less of who he is, or makes that lobster less of who it was. And how success for a lobster kind of brings more opportunities. I think you should read the book to know those opportunities. He also talked about pecking order, how the size of a chicken, how their looks, how certain features makes them naturally leaders, and how it's important for so it talked about the wren, which despite its size established dominion in its over its territory, tries to um tries to take that lead. Should I say leadership for itself now? Just tries to dominate, and how domination, how excellence, how our ability to speak up for ourselves as human beings is really important for us, mentally and psychologically. And how you talked about posture, not just being in terms of physical posture, but mental posture, spiritual posture is also very important. So I think everyone should read the book. I think he talked about there's a scripture he kind of quoted in the book Matthew. Part of the Bible is he quoted in the book Matthew 26:29. I think how more will be given to that person who has more, and will be taken away from the person who has nothing. So I kind of loved all the just love the way he kind of just put it in the book, and how it's important for us as individuals to speak up. I think what I picked from this book, essentially for myself, is speaking up and letting people know what you stand for, because he made some illustrations about how bullies don't even know what they are doing. Bullies just bully that person they see that is vulnerable. They bully people who they think can't speak for themselves, and they bully someone when they see that the person is not willing to stand up for themselves. So it's important for us to stand up for ourselves, important for us to speak up, it's important for us to you know um know how to navigate conflict, because it's not all the time you kind of fight back, but you know how to navigate conflict, and you know how to create a win situation for yourself. You can have a win-win situation, but most times know how to create a win situation for yourself, because that's important for you psychologically, and how you see it's important for you as to how you see yourself and how you act. I think the chapter kind of talked more on the neurochemistry of defeat and victory, the concept of winning and losing, um, and I think everyone should give the book a shot. I hope to be back to give my lessons on leanings on chapter 2. Yeah, have a good one. Bye.